So jumping center will be Lucy Richards. And Emery Miles for Canyon View. And the tip is won by Juab, taken by Emmy Lovell. Emmy will go to Addison Hyatt, back to Lovell. Looks back to Coach Welburn for the play call. Drive by Hyatt. She tries to get into the lane. Ball's taken away there by Cameron Brush. And quick coming the other way is Maya Nichols. She gives to Vargas. Bethany will bring it back to the top to reset. Vargas is guarded closely there. Now she's going to pick up her dribble and go to Maylee Spencer. Down low, nice pass to Cameron Brush, who lays it in for two. Assist to Maylee Spencer.
Yeah, it was, as you said, just a good pass, and Brush finished.
Now for Juab, the drive, handoff there to Lucy Richards. Lucy gets caught on the block, so she's going to have that to Ashlyn Wright, and outside now. Drive by Lovell. Her shot off the glass is not there. Rebound by Lucy Wright, or Lucy Richards, excuse me. And back to Ashlyn Wright. So second chance for the Wasps here. Now it's Cuff. Ava will get into the lane. Ball fake outside Wright. Three-pointer. That's no good. Another offensive rebound by the Wasps. And gives it to Ashlyn Wright. Now cutting is Ava Cuff. Shot no good. A third or fourth chance there by the Wasps by Lucy Richards goes. And Coach Welburn's going to take a quick timeout. What's she talking about here, Rick?
Oh, she was not happy about the offensive board going on, and that's why there's a timeout.
Yeah, Lucy Richards gets the first bucket for the Wasps here to tie the game at 2. A minute and a half into this game. Geez, how many? They had at least 3 or 4 offensive rebounds that time. So, Coach.
Well, I had them with 4.
There you go.
And it just kind of coming out of nowhere a couple times was Richards. I mean, there was once when I thought for sure Canyon View had it, and Richards just knifed in. And it's just boxing out. It's fundamental basketball. And I don't think she was angry, just reminding them that you want to box out and let's don't give them that many shots.
Yeah, you got 5 timeouts. Might as well use them if you see something you need to correct. Bethany Vargas for Canyon View will cross the timeline. She's going to be picked up by Addison Hyatt. Now to Maylee Spencer. Spencer's jumper is up and down.
Boy, and Maylee was open just inside the three-point line on the left side and drilled it.
Yeah,
they're 2 for 2.
Yeah, I mentioned in the pregame, Maylee Spencer, not the tallest player out on the court, but she works really hard, gets a lot of good looks there for Canyon View, and now a turnover caused by the Falcons. Ball will go back to Canyon View. 4-2, Canyon View with the lead here. A couple minutes into this game here on Mid-Utah Radio and TeamHive.live. Ava Cuff is able to tip that ball. Canyon View recovers. Bethany Vargas. Vargas is going to look to use the screen from Brush and hand it to Spencer instead. Spencer will drive. Ball goes to Emery Miles. Now outside. Shot is up. That's no good by Maya Nichols. And coming the other way is Ava Cuff. Now Ashlyn Wright and Lucy Richards.
Playing a tight man-to-man defense here.
Yeah, really tight. But Ashlyn Wright's nice cut there to cut down the lane and take the shot at the right block and get it to go to tie up the score.
So we were tied at 2 and we're tied at 4.
Now the ball for Canyon View goes to Cameron Brush. Nice pass down low to Emery Miles. She uses her height to put that one up off the glass.
And
for
another good bounce pass in there where she just laid it up and in.
Yeah. As you mentioned, that man-to-man defense for Canyon View. Ava Cuff will cut through it. Double team comes. They're able to affect the shot. And coming quick the other way is Maylee Spencer. Maylee keeps her dribble. Now gives it to Brush. Little turnaround, almost like a hook shot there by Cameron Brush. And it's good. 4 points for her. 8-4 for Canyon View.
And Canyon View has started the game 4 for 5 from shooting.
They create another turnover there. Coming quick the other way is Maylee Spencer. She's going to have an easy layup. 2 more for her, 4 points for her, and Coach Welburn's going to call a timeout. Each team now has called a timeout. We'll take this one with them. It's a full timeout, so a minute, and nope, it's a 30-second. We'll be back in 30.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Left here in the first quarter, 10-4 is your score. Canyon View with a 6-point lead over the Juab Wasps. Ashlyn Wright will cross the timeline with it for the Wasps. Emmy Lovell looks at her cutting, now hands back to Richards. A three-pointer is no good. Rebound by the Wasps, another offensive rebound, and then another turnover by the Wasps. And the Wasps were able to take it right back. Ashlyn Wright picks up her dribble. Outside, Ava Cuff thought about a three-pointer. Double team came, so she changed her mind. So at the top of the key, she'll hand to Lucy Richards. Richards will try to drive, jump stop in the lane. Outside to Hyatt. Hyatt hands to Wright. Ball just working around on the inside. Wright will rise for a three-pointer. That's good. Ashlyn Wright with 5 points now.
Boy, that's a pretty shot, and they gave the points to the wrong team up there. But the difference in this game is Canyon View's only missed one shot, shooting 83%.
And there's another one, another make here. That'll raise that percentage. Emery Miles with 4 points now.
6 for 7 from the field, Canyon View is in this first quarter.
They're just working it inside, getting good looks. Cuff hands to Wright. Kind of bobbles it a little bit, but she's able to recover. Now Wright will go to the Richards. Left block. Double team came, and Spencer knocks it away, and then a couple of Wasps run into each other. Doesn't look too bad. Bethany Vargas, they're going to say she turned her over while she was on the ground, so it's going to be a give the ball back to Juab.
Turnovers are a factor for Juab so far in this game. Sometimes they don't end up being a factor, but they have been. That's why Juab's behind. Canyon View has made a couple outside shots, but they've mostly been layups.
Yeah, they're getting good looks. Haley Hall will come in for Ashlyn Wright for the Wasps. Inbounding will be Emmy Lovell. Lovell goes up high to Lucy Richards. She gives to Ava Cuff. Jump stop now to Hyatt. Back to Cuff. That double team comes right when she tries to turn. 2 Wasps down low. Lovell's able to take it away and get it to Richards. Richards in the lane outside. And it's going to be another turnover off for the Wasps. Canyon View is going to have possession in the front court.
The spacing that time by that Juab Lady Wasps really kind of struggled. They never really looked like they got the court spaced how they wanted to in position. 2 players together. And
they're getting it into the lane, and then that double team will come, and they try and pass it back out, and sometimes those passes aren't on target, so it's allowing the Falcons to create a turnover. Spencer has a look at the free throw line. That one's no good. Coming the other way quick is Ava Cuff.
What Juab's done a great job is rebounding.
Yeah. Not given second looks, but there hasn't been a lot of second looks really for Canyon View, where they've only missed 2 shots so far.
And then they've gotten offensive boards.
Yeah, that's right. Lucy Richards has the ball tipped away, but she's able to collect it. Now a nice pass down low, and scooting in for that score is Addison Hyatt.
And a nice lay-in. The pass was delivered right where it needed to be. Pinpoint pass, and she banked it in.
Maylee Spencer on the outside. Bounce pass, now corner, good ball movement. Vargas decides not to take the 3. Spencer cuts through the lane, and she gets another 2. 6 points for Maylee Spencer now, 14-9. Canyon View leading, under 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Ball goes down to Hall. Haley, Bethany Vargas is able to take it away from her. Gets it up the court to Spencer. Pass clear cross court that is collected. Nice job there by Maya Nichols to collect that one, and then Spencer takes a free throw line jumper. Misses it. Fight for the rebound. And what are we going to have? A jump ball, I think.
Or are we going to have a foul? We're going to have a foul.
That's going to go against Canyon View. That's going to go against Emery Miles.
the very first foul of the ball game, and it comes with 1:25
right.
to go in the first period.
Yeah, that's a pretty clean game so far. That's keeping us ahead of schedule for the rest of the day, Rick.
It is. And Canyon View, 7 out of 10 from the field to start this ball game.
Wow.
That's 70%. And they've shot it 10 times.
That is some good math right there from Rick Robinson.
Oh, well, even you knew that math.
Even I.
When I said 7 for 10, I'll tell you, I deserve that.
Even I could handle that one. Lucy Richards will line up another three-pointer. Looks good from where we're sitting. No good. Ball gets tipped around, and Spencer comes down with it for Canyon View. Maley goes up the court into the game now, and shot by Brooklyn Davey. That's blocked by the Wasps. It'll go out of bounds and be Juab ball.
Yeah, and the Juab faithful were letting them know it was out of bounds because Canview was still going, and the official says, no, I got it.
So with under a minute left and a 5-point Canyon View lead, Emmy Lovell with possession for Juab. She goes to Haley Hall. Now hands back to Lovell on a little set play, but they lose it out of bounds, turns the ball back over to Canyon View again.
I'm going to be curious to see what Brad James has to tell us on turnovers.
Number of turnovers.
Because that's a factor here.
Yeah. For Juab to keep it within 5 with all the number of turnovers they've had and how well Canyon View's been shooting is really a compliment, and they need to be happy about that. Try and turn that around in the second quarter. Canyon View with the ball. Potter now. Cambry Potter tries to go down low to Spencer, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Canyon View, gives the ball back to Juab. A lot of turnovers for Canyon View as well.
It's funny you'd say that because I'm thinking the same thing. It's not that Canyon View's been turnover-free.
Yeah.
They just have not had as many.
Yeah. Oh, and now a pass in the backcourt.
Oh, my heavens.
Yeah, the inbound comes from Ashlyn Wright to Ava Cuff, and then Ava threw it back to Ashlyn, and she was looking back at the coach, not realizing that the ball was coming, and it goes off her legs out of bounds.
Those are the kind of turnovers that give a coach, gray hair or
bit of
whatever you want
heartburn.
to say. Heartburn. Heartburn's better.
Yeah. I think you're going to have a foul off the ball on the inbounds here. Going to go against Juab.
Nobody's in any kind of foul trouble here, though, if you're wondering.
One each here with under 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Potter's going to inbound for Canyon View. Go up high, and then Ava Cuff goes and slaps that away. She's able to track it down on the right side. Thought about a deep two-pointer. She's going to drive with her left hand instead. Double team comes, and she's going to be fouled in the lane.
Yeah, and they reached in over the top and came down and got her with the arm. I tell you, Cuff just kind of floats. She's way fun to watch.
Yeah.
You just watch her, and she skips and floats. And
yeah, that's a good way to describe it. She moves well without the ball and with the ball. Right in the corner, go down to Hall. Ball's going to be tipped away and taken away by Canyon View. Spencer, speedy coming down the right side. Nice little bounce pass to the left side to Maya Nichols, who misses the layup, and Cuff comes down with it. 3 seconds here from half court. Lucy Richards is, she didn't know it was, the clock was running out. She would have had an open look from the volleyball line. But at the end of the first quarter, 14-9, Canyon View with the lead. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter right after this.
Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Valley Center started the second quarter, 14-9, 5-point lead for Canyon View to start this quarter. Glad you're joining us here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live. Outside 3-point shot up by Canyon View is no good, and a rebound by Richards for Juab. She outlets to Ashlyn Wright. Ashlyn will bring it up the right side of the court. Now gives it back to Lucy Richards. Ball works around, kind of skipped out of Ava Cuff's hands, but Richards is able to come down with it. Ball gets knocked away, so she has to go to the floor to go get it, but she recovers well and gives it to Wright. Outside shot by Cuff is a little bit hard, no good, and the rebound by Brooklyn Davey for Canyon View. Bethany Vargas will cross the timeline with it for Canyon View. She'll go outside to Cambry Potter. Now a cross-court pass to Macy Sorensen. Sorensen, she'll line up a three-pointer from the left side. That's a little bit hard, no good. And then a foul on the rebound is going to go against the Wasps.
Yeah, and we had a pretty good angle on that. Just a little bump in the back and maybe an advantage on it. But fouls have certainly not been a factor in this game.
Yeah, that's going to be Lucy Richards first for Juab. Quite a few subs coming back in for Juab.
If you could pick those up, there were players running everywhere there,
yeah.
Greg.
In for her first action, Molly Blankenagel. Going around the perimeter. Now it'll stop with Bethany Vargas for Canyon View. Sorensen thought about another three-pointer, but she's going to pass it back to Vargas. She's picked up by Ashlyn Wright. Skip pass to Sorensen for Canyon View. Goes down to Potter. Potter on the left block, picks up her dribble. Double team comes, so she'll go outside. Three-pointer is up and good from Cambry Potter.
Boy, and what a terrific shot on that right side. Canyon View has cooled off a little bit, but they have shot well in this game.
Yeah, assist there to Cameron Brush. I mispronounced her name on that pass there. She was down on the block, and then a nice move off the bench there by Molly Blankenagel into the game for her first action and gets 2 points. 6-point lead for Canyon View.
Terrific move on that baseline. Had a tough angle and able to bank it in.
Comes in cold off the bench and make a shot on your first offensive possession. Ball's going to be taken away by Emmy Lovell. Lovell looking to direct traffic. Nobody behind her, so she'll push it up to Ava Cuff. Cuff picks up her dribble and goes to Wright. Wasp trying to cut into that 6-point Canyon View lead. Now Blankenagel again will try to drive. She gets down on the right block again. Similar spot. That time she's fouled. That's some instant offense off the bench by Blankenagel for Juab.
I've liked what she's done. The last time she banked it in, and you described it perfectly. This time she had two defenders, and they just came down on her. She drew the foul.
So Molly Blankenagel will step to the free throw line. First one is good. 3 points for her. One more from the line. These the first free throws here, Rick?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't come till here in the second quarter. Of course, we only had 2 fouls called, one on each team in the first quarter.
That's true. And I think Blankenagel, she's a freshman. Tanner Wilkinson sent us some stats to start the year.
She is.
To start this broadcast, yeah. And he had her as a freshman, and that's what the official roster has as well. So for a freshman to come off the bench, has a little bit of size, has a little bit of height. Good job by her. So 17-12, 5:43 left in the second quarter. The shot clock didn't start correctly, so they'll stop the game and reset. That'll allow subs to come in. Maylee Spencer will come back into the game for the Falcons. She's leading them in scoring here with 6 points.
And we have the great advantage of replay from our really good producer, so we can always tell things.
Yeah, that's right. If there's a shot clock mishap or whatever, you bet.
But they don't have that advantage.
Ball goes down low. Sorensen's going to change her mind. Macy will pass it back out to Vargas. Thought about a three. Now goes behind her back. Picks up her dribble on the right side. Now Spencer goes into the corner to Sorensen on the left. Now Brush outside. Another inside-out three-point look for Canyon View, and that one's down as well. Maya Nichols with her first points, 3.
Boy, and she was open on that right side, and she delivered. Good passing by the Falcons.
Cameron Brush has done a good job of getting that ball down on the block and then kicking it out for those inside-out wide-open threes. Now the ball's going to be knocked away from Haya, and Ava Cuff is able to recover it. Cuff hasn't scored in this game, leading scorer for the Wasps this year. Blankenagel will now go to Lovell. Lovell with the ball fake. Gets into the lane, goes back out to Wright. Wright, free throw line jumper for Juab. That's hard, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Wasps. Cuff is going to take a deep three-pointer that's short. And then Wright tips the ball over to Blankenagel, who puts it up, and she's got it to go and fouled. One more from the free throw line for Molly Blankenagel. 5 points, looking for 6.
Has Molly not been terrific? The
Absolutely.
freshman came in the game, and she has just done all sorts of good things.
Absolutely. Yep, down on that right block for all of those shots that she's made.
She just looks fearless out there.
Yeah. Maggie Rosenbeck into the game for her first minutes today. And Blankenagel will have a free throw here. The freshman tried to cut that Canyon View lead down from 6 to 5.
And Canyon
Free
View,
throw no good.
Canyon View has really had a nice shooting game here this early morning game. They've done a lot of nice things. That's why they have the 6-point lead.
20-14, 4.5 left in the first half. Ball goes to Cameron Brush. Now another nice pass by her. Oh, and the shot is missed there by Emery Miles. Brush looking for another assist there.
To start this game, Canyon View didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Now they've started to miss a couple layups.
Yeah. Rosenbeck will try to drive for the Wasps. Now she's going to hand off to Hyatt. Hyatt gets the ball down to Blankenagel, and that time her shot's blocked. Vargas quickly with the left hand. She's going to be fouled from behind, just tripped up right at midcourt. It'll be the second foul against the Wasps.
Yeah, and Miles did a good job of avoiding the foul on that block down there. Just put her arms up and didn't reach in.
Yeah, Emery Miles, a lot of length down there. Tallest player on the court.
How, what'd you guess, 6'1", 6'2"?
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, she's got a lot of height. Brush kicks it out. That inside-out three-pointer is no good, but Brush with the rebound for Canyon View to give them another look.
I had a daughter that was 6'1", so that's kind of what I'm basing it on.
She had a lot of height too, yeah. All your boys are tall, yeah. Take after daddy, right?
Yeah. Had one 6'7". I'm not 6'7".
Wow. Brush gets the ball in the lane. She's going to pass it back out again to Spencer. Now go to Emery Miles, and you're going to have a foul called on that pass. It'll be the third foul against Juab. It's going to go against Ava Cuff. First foul on Ava.
Yeah, and because there's only been 4 fouls called on Juab this whole game.
They try to go down to Emery Miles. Ball's tipped away, and Emmy Lovell comes down with it for Juab.
It's not been a factor, and only 3 called on Canyon View, so not a factor for them in the fouls either.
Just over 3 minutes left in this first half. 20-14, Canyon View lead. Rosenbeck hands off to Addison Hyatt. Hyatt will get into the lane with a nice dribble. She's going to be fouled on the ground before that shot went up. She's helped up. Good sportsmanship there by the Falcons.
Yeah, Spencer was trying to stay out by her defender, but reached in, and they kind of sandwiched him, and they could have given that to either girl, and they chose to give it to Brush.
Cameron Brush will come out of the game with her second foul. She's had a really good game. 4 points, a couple of assists. Playing tough down low. Not the tallest player out there, but playing really tough. Rosenbeck's three-pointer for Juab is no good, and Lucy Richards just efforts her way to that rebound. Now she's going to try and pass it down low to Lovell. Lovell gets caught under the basket, but she's able to get it out. Rosenbeck now back to Lucy Richards. Outside, open, 3 for the Wasps is no good by Addison Hyatt, and the rebound by Emery Miles for Canyon View. And she got it in the eye pretty good there. You're going to have a timeout called by Canyon View.
Yeah, definitely got the hit in the eye a little bit there.
And they're sitting down, so it's a full timeout. We'll take it. Be right back.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance, 435-623-2590.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Grow everything better with Azomite mineral products. Azomite is used internationally as a soil additive and organic fertilizer for lawns, gardens, and field crops in more than 50 countries around the world. Their Feed Grid product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research shows a potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA country stores, Steve Reagan stores, or at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or at azomite.com. That's azomite.com. Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Basketball tournament here at the Sevier Valley Center. 7 versus 6 matchup. Canyon View 7 with the ball and the lead. 20-14, 2.5 left in the first half. Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson with you here. As we mentioned, Canyon View, Bethany Vargas with the ball. Now they'll go down low. It's going to go to Maya Nichols. Maya takes it back to the top. Now to Emery Miles. Emery has a triple team come, so she passes out of it. They're going to say she shuffled those feet and turns the ball back over to Juab.
She was determined to go to the basket, and then a triple team came, and she was trying to get rid of the ball, and the official called traveling.
Lucy Richards passes it to the cutting Ava Cuff. Her shot's up, affected and no good. A little bit of a tip ball, and it comes down to Canyon View. Vargas, head of steam, left-hand dribble. They're going to call a blocking foul against Juab.
Yeah, as she was driving, the ball bounced off the foot and went out of bounds, but the official felt there was damage on there.
Juab fans not happy about that one. Really a bang-bang type play. So coming back into the game for Juab is Ashlyn Wright for Maggie Rosenbeck. Inbounding for Canyon View underneath her own hoop is Maylee Spencer. Maylee will inbound to the cutting Bethany Vargas. Turnaround jumper is no good by her, but they'll say she shuffled her feet first. Traveling, gives the ball back to Juab.
Did a full 360 turn, and official called traveling on her. I did an interview with Jeff Klopp yesterday, and interesting, he said the problem with sportsmanship is not with the players, it's with the fans.
Oh, I can agree with that completely. The stories we could tell for all the games we visit, Rick.
Oh, yes.
Lucy Richards, top of the key. She'll pass it alone to Ashlyn Wright. Ashlyn will give it to Ava Cuff. Now back to Richards. Lucy will go to Wright. Good ball movement by the Wasps. Lovell's able to get it in the key. Now outside three-pointer is up by Hyatt. No good, but Richards with another offensive rebound. Another three-point attempt by Wright for the Wasps, and then Lovell saves that miss from going out of bounds.
The offensive boards is got to be a huge differential.
Keeping Juab in it, really. Lucy Richards will line up a three-pointer to try and cut that 6-point lead in half. It's no good, and Spencer comes down with it for Canyon View. Always pushing that ball up the court. She'll stop for a 15-foot jumper that's no good. Ava Cuff now. Juab could have numbers if they hustle. Cuff on the left side. She's going to drive hard. She's going to put up a shot that's no good. She hits the floor hard, but she pops up quick, and she's going to get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, she knew she was going to get foul shots, and she didn't stay down.
She is a tough girl. Look at, just watch her get up. I don't know. She's fun to watch, right?
I really enjoy watching her play, as you say.
She's just tough. A lot of times people will roll around on the ground when they get hit hard like that. She's hopping right back up. She wants those free throws. First one, no good. One more for Ava.
It's been a tough shooting day so far for this Wasps team.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've made a three-point shot. And
Ashlyn Wright had that one three-pointer.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. But other than that, and not a lot of twos even. The second one takes the lid off the bucket for Cuff. She knocks that one down and has 1 point now. Cuts the Canyon View lead to 5, 20-15, under a minute left in the first half. Handoff on the outside to Spencer. She gets into the lane. Little 10-foot jumper is soft off the rim and down. Maylee Spencer now with 8 points to lead all scorers.
Started on that right arch and just dribbled down inside the foul line and was open.
Ashlyn Wright hands to Ava Cuff. Cuff now goes to Hyatt. Ball gets tipped around a little bit, and Hyatt has to go out to collect it. Lovell, now Wright. Now to Cuff. Ball working around the perimeter outside. Wright, three-pointer. Her second three-pointer of the game is good. 8 points now for Ashlyn Wright to lead the Wasps.
Boy, and that was a big shot for Juab.
Yeah, absolutely. Cuts that lead down to 4, 22-18, 7 seconds left. Maya Nichols, Maylee Spencer now. She tries to drive. Ball gets tipped away outside. Maya Nichols forgot that the time was about to run out. So at the end of the first half, your score 22-18. Canyon View with a 4-point lead. Nice little run there by Juab to cut it to 4. We'll take a break. Come back on the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show in 3 minutes.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. BARC's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get BARC protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Dustin Shakespeare, the Central Region Pathways Coordinator. Do you know what pathways are offered at your high school that connect with Snow College? Students enrolled in career technical education courses can develop valuable real-world technical skills and a strong academic foundation. Over 630 students completed CTE pathways last year in the Central Utah region. Our 35 pathways empower students to explore career options, pursue what they are passionate about, and earn valuable industry certifications. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care, closer to home.
Harmon Tire, 895 North Main in Nephi has been a family-owned business since 1973, providing Nephi and the surrounding areas with exceptional service for over 40 years. Harmon Tire specializes in tires, alignments, brakes, steering, suspension, wheels, shocks, struts, and more. Stop by Harmon Tire on Main Street in Nephi or give them a call at 435-623-0720 to schedule an appointment. Flat tire got you stranded? Call for 24-hour tire service. Harmon Tire, 435-623-0720.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Supporting our youth in their efforts to develop new talents and passions, paving the way to success. That's Jones and DeMille Engineering, Jones and DeMille Engineering, and they sponsor our halftime show. Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson, 22-18, 4-point lead for the Canyon View Falcons here in this 7 versus 6 consolation matchup here, Rick. And Juab did some good things there towards the end of the half to not let this get out of hand.
Yeah, and it's not been a particularly great shooting day for them, as they're shooting only 27%.
Yeah.
And Canyon View is shooting 50% from the field. Canyon View start this game 7 for 10. They were shooting 70%.
Yeah.
They did cool down to 50%, 10 for 20.
Yeah, so they start 7 for 10. They finish 3 of 10. So that tells you a little bit something about the Juab defense adjusting, I think, and really just Canyon View not hitting the shots like they thought. Brad James provides us with stats. And what's some of the stats that stand out to you, Rick?
Well, the glaring one, and you pointed at it first thing. This is the first thing I looked at is offensive rebounding.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah.
11 for Juab.
Juab has 11 offensive boards compared to 1 for Canyon View, and overall rebounding is 17 to 11.
Juab has missed 19 shots. They're 7 of 26. Of those 19, they've grabbed 11 offensive rebounds. So every time Juab's missing a shot, the plus for them is the fact that they're getting a second shot at the bucket. So Ashlyn Wright leading the way for the Wasps with 8 points, 2 of 3 from behind the arc. She's had a really good shooting game. They've done a good job. You can tell Juab really wants to get it to the inside. Their guards and their bigs are trying to get it to the inside, and then they'll pass it outside. And Ashlyn's taking those shots quick. Good three-point shooter. I don't know this. Our good friend is Cam Wright. We call a lot of games with him on the football side of the field. He's the basketball coach, boys basketball coach for Juab. He's sitting down here. I'm guessing that's his daughter. Would you know that, Rick?
I don't know. I'm going to ask him when he comes past
yeah,
here.
he's sitting down here, so I'm assuming that's his.
And
if it is, she's got a brother on the boys' side that's a good three-point shooter as well, Damon Wright, for the Juab Wasps this year. So shooting runs in the family.
He gave me one of my biggest thrills in high school sports during COVID.
Okay.
He got sick and could not announce the Juab State Championship game.
That's right.
And so I got to go down on a late notice, and it is really one of my most favorite things when Juab won the state championship in football.
Down at Dixie, down at St. George, right?
Yeah, they beat Morgan, and I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take one more break here on this Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. We'll come back with the start of the second half right after this on Mid-Utah Radio and TeamHive.live.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
I'm Dr. Sorensen. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and I'm the newest addition to the team of doctors here at Central Valley Medical Center. My goal is to work closely with you when making decisions about your child's health. After all, you know them better than anyone else.
I think as a mom, it can be really overwhelming to find a doctor who's a really good fit for your family. I look for someone who I can trust. It's so validating and comforting knowing that I can call and get the answers I need from Dr. Sorensen and his staff.
I look forward to meeting you and your child and bringing you the best care closer to home.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on the Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, Jones and DeMille Engineering team is here to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson, and we're going to make a quick correction. We grabbed Cam Wright and asked him if that was his daughter, Ashlyn, and it's definitely not. So just a similar just the same last name, not his daughter, but still, just a great shooter. Obviously has worked on her basketball a lot, even if she's not a coach's kid. So anyway, Ashlyn with 8 points for Juab. For the Canyon View Falcons, 8 points for Maylee Spencer. I want to mention Cameron Brush as well, filling up a stat sheet, a couple of rebounds, 4 points, 5 assists. Canyon View's made 10 shots. She has 5 assists. They have 8 assists on those 10 shots. Yep. Working the ball around really well is Canyon View. And I remember a couple from Cameron Brush where she had a nice little pass to a teammate who missed a kind of a relatively easy shot. She could have 7 assists in the first half from her post position. But just a good first half for Canyon View. 4-point lead, 22-18. Here to start the second half. And Rick, if you're the Wasps, what do you want to do to try and get back in this? You're only down 4, but to maybe take the lead and try to come away with the victory.
I think you've got to try and cut down a few turnovers. It's just part of the game. Yeah. You're going to have some, and then I think you've got to shoot better.
Sure.
And Cup's a factor of that. I think that will happen. I do think we'll see some points out of Ava.
Yeah.
But Canyon View's done a good job. They chase her wherever she goes.
There you go. Juab will start with possession. Lucy Richards on the high post. She's going to turn around and just take a 15-foot jumper that's no good, and then a rebound by Brush for Canyon View. She gives to Bethany Vargas. Vargas will come to the right side. Now to Maya Nichols. Nichols still on the right side. Picks up her dribble. She had a chance for a screen, but picked up her dribble instead. Now gets the pass back to her. Open three-pointer for Maya Nichols is up and down. 6 points now for her, 2 threes.
And when you said open, she was open. There was like nobody on that half of the court.
That screen came, and then the roll came, and Juab went. 2 players went with the roll and left her wide open. Lucy Richards with a nice move down low, but her shot's going to be blocked there by Emery Miles. And then quickly the other way is Nichols for Canyon View. Canyon View, and you're going to have a traveling called.
Yeah, she was
Maya Nichols
trying to get away from being tied up as Richards was reaching in. As she did, she slid her feet, and the official called traveling.
Yes, she slid that right foot. When you watch that replay there is what they called. So still a 7-point lead. 1 minute into this second half for Canyon View. Nice cut on the baseline there. And pass shot up by Hyatt is no good. As Addison Hyatt gets her own rebound. And then she's going to be fouled on the ground.
And guess what? Another offensive rebound here.
Yeah.
So Juab continues to do the good things, but they've still had a struggle getting that ball in the hoop here.
You like to see offensive rebounds, but the fact that there's so many offensive rebound chances means you're missing shots. So if you're Juab, you got to start putting some of those in, capitalizing on these offensive boards. Ball comes in to Ashlyn Wright. She'll go up to Addison Hyatt. Back to Lovell. Right side, Emmy's three-pointer is no good. And then Bethany Vargas with the rebound. She's going to come up the court to Maya Nichols. Maya Nichols will scoop soar in for a layup that's missed. Brush with the offensive rebound. Her putback is good. 6 points now for Cameron Brush.
And Canyon View 2 for 4 this half.
Juab. Ava Cuff takes a three-pointer that's no good, gets her own rebound, misses the putback, and now a rebound by Bethany Vargas. Vargas about the only one that's able to pull down a defensive rebound for Canyon View. She tries to push it up the court to Emery Miles, and it's tipped away and taken away by Emmy Lovell. Lovell will cross midcourt into the corner, wide open three for Ava Cuff. That one's no good as well. And then Maya Nichols with the rebound for Canyon View. Nichols will initiate offense. 9-point lead for Canyon View a couple minutes into this third quarter. Nichols passes down low to Emery Miles on the right block. Double team comes, so she passes that out to Cameron Brush. Her little 5-foot jumper is no good, and now coming the other way is Addison Hyatt for Juab. Hyatt switches to her left hand. She's going to be fouled on the shot. Let's see if they say it is on the shot. Foul's going to go against Maya Nichols, and it's going to be 2 free throws here for Addison Hyatt.
Yeah, and she didn't wait for him to signal. She said, I was shooting. And she was over the foul line.
Addison averaging 53% this year from the line. Knocks down the first one. She has 3 points.
Right through the heart of the net there, Greg.
Good-looking shot, yeah. One more for Hyatt, trying to get 4 points and to cut that 8-point lead down to 7. That's good as well.
And 2.5 minutes deep here in the quarter, and Juab finally able to get some points. Much needed for them.
It was a 5-0 run to start this quarter for Canyon View. Bethany Vargas at the top of the key. Emmy Lovell knocks it away from her, but she collects it. And now they're going to call a hand check foul against Emmy Lovell.
And fouls certainly were not a factor in the first half, but you have to pay attention here.
A little bit more here. 2 on Canyon View, just 1 on Juab to start this second half. Inbounds will come to Maya Nichols for Canyon View. Just running some clock here at the top of the key, waiting to see what'll happen here. Running some stuff down low, a couple of off-ball screens, not much happening. Now they'll try a bounce pass down low, and it's picked off by Addison Hyatt. She read that well for the Wasps. She gives to Ava Cuff. Ava, hard drive with the left hand. Shot with the right hand doesn't go. I'll bet you Ava Cuff hasn't missed this many shots like that. And these are tough shots. But, man, she's just had a tough day so far.
Did everything but go in.
Hyatt with another steal for the Wasps. 2 straight possessions where she's come down with a steal. She's going to go to Lucy Richards. Now Ava Cuff, right corner. back to Richards on the right wing. Richards will drive. She'll put up a shot. She's going to be fouled and get a couple of free throws. They'll try and chip into this lead at the free throw line.
Well, Juab 0 for 5 from the field here in this quarter.
Wow.
Just had not been able to get a field goal.
Coach, I think Canyon View called this timeout here, so we'll take it with them. We'll be right back on Mid-Utah Radio and Team Hive and KSL Sports.
When Bark detects a digital danger, I receive automatic alerts so that I can deal with problems as they arise, while still respecting my son's privacy by not having to read through every single message. Bark even delivers research-backed recommendations on dealing with the issue. This helps me and my son work together, trust each other, and build a deeper bond. Bark has helped protect millions of children while detecting tens of thousands of severe self-harm situations. Bark brings us closer together.
Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Grow everything better with Azomite mineral products. Azomite is used internationally as a soil additive and organic fertilizer for lawns, gardens, and field crops in more than 50 countries around the world. Their Feed Grid product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research shows a potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA country stores, Steve Reagan stores, or at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or at azomite.com. That's azomite.com. Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Canyon View had a 4-point lead coming out of the half, now a 7-point lead just about halfway through the third quarter. Juab trying to cut into that from the free throw line. Lucy Richards misses the first one, has one more here. Lucy just with 2 points in this game. Done a lot of good things, rebounding though. And now with 3, knocks down that free throw. 27-21.
All 3 of their points are from the foul line here in this quarter.
Yeah, and now Juab's going to come out in a full court press look. Canyon View's able to break it up the court to Brooklyn Davey. Now back to Maylee Spencer. Spencer will take it on the right side. She loves to come back to the left. Now she's going to pass it down low to Potter. Comes outside to Sorensen for Canyon View. Spencer, top of the key 3, that's short, and a good box out there from Maggie Rosenbeck to get the rebound for Juab. Rosenbeck racing down the court, now hands back to Addison Hyatt. Hyatt to Ashlyn Wright. Ashlyn leading scorer with 8 points. They're going to have another foul called against Canyon View. That's going to be number 4 here, just halfway through this third quarter.
And that one was a fairly easy call. You could hear the stands go, oh.
Yeah.
Because she went over the shoulder and knocked it away.
Yeah, Lucy Richards just trying to get that pass in the high post. And Brooklyn Davey goes over the top. That's actually going to be the 3rd foul for Brooklyn Davey. Definitely the only person that's in foul trouble here. And Ashlyn Wright will inbound. Rosenbeck on the left side for Juab. Ball gets tipped away, but Rosenbeck tracks it down. Ashlyn Wright now at the free throw line. Pivots. Gives it back outside to Gracelyn Harmon. Rosenbeck three-pointer from the right side. Got it to go. 3 points for Maggie Rosenbeck.
And she was open, and they gave it to her, and she delivered. Pretty shot on the right arch.
Cut that 6-point lead in half to 27-24. Canyon View now with the lead. Just over 3 minutes left in the in the third quarter. Maya Nichols now for Canyon View. She'll pass up top to Cambry Potter. Potter will try to drive and give it back to Sorensen, Macy Sorensen. Sorensen will go down to Maylee Spencer. She cuts and gets it to go. 10 points for her first player in double figures.
Yeah, Spencer with a nice move. And just when it appeared that maybe Juab had momentum, Canyon View comes back with a big basket.
Harmon tries to drive for Juab. Now she's going to be handed back to Addison Hyatt. Hyatt goes to the ground, and it's going to be a no foul called and a turnover to Canyon View, and then Canyon View loses it out of bounds back to Juab. You hear the coaches for Canyon View saying that should have been off of Juab's foot.
Yeah, I think that's Coach Potter. He used to coach the boys team when my son played.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. And now the ball will go back to Canyon View. Just back-to-back turnovers. Just a pass by Juab. They thought the player would be one place, and she wasn't.
I'm not sure, but I would guess Potter's his daughter.
Yeah,
here.
speaking of Potter, she drives right there, and she gets 2. She has 5 points now for Cambry Potter.
Nice move there. Tough shot.
7-point lead for Canyon View. Harmon thought about a 3-pointer. Now he's going to pass it back to right for Juab. Rosenbeck, who just hit that 3. She's going to kick it back. Harmon will take that 3-pointer, and that's nothing but net for Graceland Harmon.
Yeah, Rosenbeck gave Harmon the pass just where she needed it, and Harmon delivered.
And Juab creates another turnover with their press. They'll get the ball back right in front of the Canyon View bench.
And this is when we've had 2 ties at 2 and 4. Canyon View has never trailed in this ball game. They started the game 7 for 10 shooting, so they built an early lead. Now Juab trying to crawl back here.
4-point lead for Canyon View, 31-27. Another bad pass by Juab turns the ball back over to Canyon View. You just had bad passes on each side, turning the ball back over each back and forth.
The kind of turnover that gives the coach what?
Yeah, the gray hair.
No, it's heartburn.
Oh,
heartburn now.
Okay. Potter is able to break the press. She gets it to Sorensen for Canyon View. Now Nichols down low. Turnaround shot by Peyton King is no good, but she's going to get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, Peyton set up just on the left side of the lane. The pass came into her. She spun to the right and drew the foul.
So Peyton King 2 free throws. 4-point lead for Canyon View. 1:39 left in this third quarter. First free throw by King is nothing but net. Her first points of the game. One more here. Canyon View will be shooting the rest of this quarter. Second free throw is no good. Fight for the board, and a foul's going to go against Juab on that rebound. Good job by Macy Sorensen to sneak in there and try to get that offensive board and create the foul.
Yeah, and that's a good description. She kind of snuck in there. Juab, who's done such a great job rebounding in this game, kind of knocked her down, and there was a foul.
Yeah, Harmon definitely had the size there, just didn't know she was coming from behind. Inbound will come to King on the right block. Double team comes. She has a nice little post move, and she gets 2 to go. So 3 points for her on this possession. Increases the lead back to 7 for Canyon View with 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Lovell, she'll try a right-handed shot that's no good, and then a defensive rebound by Maylee Spencer. Spencer hands to Nichols for Canyon View. Hustling up the court, now to Sorensen. Macy will kick it back out to Potter. Potter, 12-foot jumper that's no good, and a rebound by Emmy Lovell for the Wasps. 1 minute left in the third quarter, 34-27. Canyon View with the lead. Lovell's going to try another shot. That time she's going to be fouled. Kind of created the contact, put the ball up off the glass to try and get those 2 free throws for Emmy Lovell.
And just a dribble drive on the right side. She went flying to the court. I couldn't tell what happened, but it looked like she got tripped.
That first free throw there by Emmy Lovell is good. Her first points in this game. One more for Emmy Lovell. From the foul line, 6-point lead for Canyon View. Second one bounces in. Got the shooter's touch that time, did Emmy, and cut that Canyon View lead down to 5. The lead was 4 at halftime. Full court press here. Picked up by Juab. Some fancy dribbling by Vargas, and then a great pass to the cutting Maya Nichols, who lays it in on the left side. Maya now with 8 points, assist to Bethany Vargas. Emmy Lovell will cross midcourt. She puts up another right-handed shot. Got another one to go with that soft little touch.
And Juab keeping within striking distance here.
Sure.
Just looking for a stop in the ball and a made basket.
Under 20 seconds left. Vargas with another nice pass, and then a pass from post to post from King down to Emery Miles. Miles' shot's no good, but she's going to get 2 free throws.
And King with a terrific interior pass.
Yeah.
That's tough to do. Just slid it over, and good things happen if you can pass inside the lane like that.
Yeah, nice cut by Miles, and then just kind of an underhanded little scoop to the cutting Emery Miles. Her free throw, first one is hard, no good. One more, 36-31, 14 seconds left in this third quarter. Miles, second free throw is nothing but net. That gives Emory 5 points and increases the Canyon View lead to 6, 37-31. 10 seconds here. Emmy Lovell picked up her dribble, now gives it to Ava Cuff. She's guarded closely by Vargas. Back to Emmy Lovell. Little drive, little runner at the buzzer that's going to be short. 37-31 at the end of the third quarter. Canyon View with a 6-point lead. They've led most of this game. Well, they've led this entire game other than the couple of ties early. We'll see if they can hold that here in the fourth quarter when we come back on TeamHive.live and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Mark Anderson, CT Director for Juab, North Sanpete, and South Sanpete School Districts. Do you know what CTE pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career, exploration, and guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. Did you know that students can find a career base on their interest and then build their academic courses around it? These pathways lead to industry-recognized credential of value, giving students a step up in their chosen careers. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson here on the Snow College campus in Richfield at the Sevier Valley Center. 37-31, Canyon View with a 6-point lead over the Juab Wasps in a 7-6 consolation bracket matchup here.
And Canyon View will have the ball. It just seems like, Juab's gets behind by 7-8 points, then they cut it down to 3, and then Canyon View and Juab's had the ball a couple times down by 3, and they've had a couple turnovers.
Yeah, that's a good description. Just not able to break that 3 or 4 point barrier, really. Pass tries to go down low to Spencer. She's able to dive on the floor and just tip it. Saves the possession for Canyon View. Bethany Vargas now at the free throw line. Left-hand dribble, right-hand shot. Short, no good, but she's going to get a couple of free throws.
And the dive was good, the Superman across the court, but it prevented the Juab player from getting to the ball.
Yep.
And you're spot on with what you said there.
Yeah, Maylee Spencer's not going to get anything in the stat book right there, but that should be kind of like a hockey assist almost, something that saved the possession. First one by Bethany Vargas is good. That's her first point in this game. She's played a great defensive game and a good little ball handler, but that's her first point. Second one, no good on that one, and Ava Cuff with a good box out for the rebound. She'll get it to Emmy Lovell.
She's been the one that's been on Ava.
Yeah, right now you see it. Just guarding her close. Ava tries to go down low. Ball gets tipped away and taken away. Maylee Spencer ends up with it for Canyon View. Now to Cambry Potter. Now to Vargas. Driving down the lane, and they're going to call an offensive foul against Bethany Vargas. Just got a little ahead of herself there. And I think Addison Hyatt just had set up shop and takes the offensive foul. Hyatt's coming up in pain a little bit. That was a tough hit there, but she's going to stay in the game.
Yeah, and in the NBA, they have people come out with brooms to sweep when people slide on the court.
That's
this, we had to have the refs clean it.
Multiple jobs by those guys with stripes. They do a great job. Ashlyn Wright will break the press here. She's still picked up by Spencer for Canyon View. Now Ava Cuff. Gives it to Addison Hyatt outside right. She'll line up a three-pointer. That one's a little bit no good. A little bit hard, no good, and Maylee Spencer comes down with the rebound. She'll bring it up herself. Cross midcourt and had to Bethany Vargas on the Snow College S near midcourt. Vargas on the right side. Now they're kind of clearing out for her, trying to get Emery Miles the ball down low on the block. Double team comes, and Lucy Richards just read that well and took it away.
And that was great backside help.
Yeah. Ashlyn Wright will drive. She's going to be fouled on the ground. That'll be the second foul against Canyon View. Just one against Juab here in this fourth quarter. 38-31. Canyon View 7-point lead. A minute and a half gone in the fourth. Emmy Lovell will inbound underneath her own hoop. Gets it to Ashlyn Wright. Now to Ava Cuff. Cuff pivots with the right foot. Drives with the left. And they're going to call a traveling on Cuff. Want to watch that. The jump stop. Yeah, I don't know if that jump stop was more of a run instead of 2 feet down. I think that's the problem there. So Potter will cross midcourt left side for Canyon View. Cambry will now come over to the right side, use the Emery Miles screen. Emmy Lovell goes under it. Now they'll go down to Brush. Cameron Brush Hangs on a pivot. Ball gets tipped, but Maylee Spencer comes down with it. She'll try driving baseline. Nice little bounce past a Brush, and her little running one-hander is no good. And then a foul on the rebound is going to go against Emery Miles. That'll be the third foul against Canyon View here. Ava Cuff did a good job to try and sky in for that rebound, but takes the punishment from Miles. And a timeout's going to be called by Juab. We'll take it with them. It's a full timeout, so we'll be back in a minute.
At Central Valley Medical Center, we're committed to offering the best care.
In your life's first moments.
Through your life's biggest emergencies.
In your everyday help.
In those days that mean the most.
Central Valley Medical Center will be there with you through each step and stage of life, bringing the best care because we care. Closer to home.
Harmon Tire, 895 North Main in Nephi, has been a family-owned business since 1973, providing Nephi and the surrounding areas with exceptional service for over 40 years. Harmon Tire specializes in tires, alignments, brakes, steering, suspension, wheels, shocks, struts, and more. Stop by Harmon Tire on Main Street in Nephi or give them a call at 435-623-0720 to schedule an appointment. Flat tire got you stranded? Call for 24-hour tire service. Harmon Tire, 435-623-0720.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
6 minutes left here in this one. 38-31. Canyon View with a 7-point lead. And Juab with the ball. Canyon View comes out with full court pressure. Just a man-to-man pressure. Now they're going to try and double-team trap that. They'll come across to Ava Cuff. Cuff will break the pressure. Now go back to Emmy Level near the Snow College S near midcourt. Addison Hyatt now on the right side. You're going to have an offensive foul off the ball called on Juab to give the ball back to Canyon View. Juab's got to start finishing some of these possessions to get back into this one, down 7.
Yeah, and they ruled a push-up on that. I didn't see it. It was away from the ball.
Potter now to Vargas for Canyon View. She tries to go down low to Cameron Brush, and it just goes off of her hands, out of bounds, gives the ball back to Juab. So kind of no harm, no foul with that, with that foul called against Juab. They get the ball back. Just 10 seconds gone from when that was called. Emmy Level with the ball for Juab. She'll cross midcourt. She's picked up by Cameron Brush. Now gives to Ava Cuff. Cuff at the top of the key, hands to Wright. Wright had a couple of threes in the first half, hasn't made any in the second half. Shot up by Hyatt is no good, and a rebound by Emery Miles for Canyon View. Outlet to Bethany Vargas. She's hustling up the court. Now Maylee Spencer on the left side. Spencer lost her dribble, so she'll go down to Brush. Little turnaround jumper off the glass by Brush is no good, and Lucy Richards gets the rebound for Juab.
Yeah, Richards doing a great job of just determination, and then we have a turnover.
Talking about determination there, Maylee Spencer just jumps up and takes that pass away, gives the ball back to Canyon View. Under 5 minutes left, still that same 38-31 score that it's been for the last couple of minutes. Canyon View in no hurry, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Vargas. Now Emery Miles. Miles at the top of the key. That's not where she wants the ball, so she's going to give it off to Maylee Spencer and then set the screen. Camry Parter on the right wing. She'll go down to Emery Miles on the right block. Little turnaround hook shot is no good, and a rebound by Ashlyn Wright for Juab. 4:20 left in this game. Still the 7-point lead for Canyon View. And Juab's got to start doing something to get back in this one. Lucy Richards with a nice drive. Her right-handed shot is off the glass and no good. And then on the rebound, a foul's going to go against Ava Cuff for Juab.
Miles with pretty good defense that time as Richards was trying to get around her and underneath scoop it. Had a tough angle, just couldn't get it to go.
Third team foul against Juab here. Second for Ava Cuff. Just about halfway through this fourth quarter. Again, that full court press, and then Maya Nichols comes to the middle to break that press. Bounce pass down low, shot up and good. Peyton King, 5 points now for her off the bench.
Yeah, that was, these are big points at this point.
Makes it a 9-point lead for Canyon View. Ashlyn Wright, she gets into the lane, ball gets tipped. She still puts up a shot that's no good. Fight for the rebound. Bethany Vargas goes down to get it. She's going to bring it up herself. Kind of a moving screen in the backcourt. Nothing called, but it was able to free Vargas. Now a little jumper from the right elbow by Brooklyn Davey gives her first 2 points and an 11-point Canyon View lead, the largest lead of the game. Rosenbeck for Juab. She tries to go down, and that's going to be taken away by Brooklyn Davey, just trying to go down to Lucy Richards. Davey takes it away, gives it to Spencer, now to Vargas on the left side. The clock is your friend if you're Canyon View. You'll see them just keep running the clock. 3 minutes left here and an 11-point Canyon View lead. Ball gets tipped away out of bounds off of Ava Cuff. Still be Canyon View ball. Lovell will come back into the game.
Boy, and Juab in desperate need of a turnover and some points here.
Inbound will come to Davey. Now back to Maya Nichols. She's going to try and go down to King. Ball gets tipped, but she's able to corral it. Bethany Vargas takes a seat on the floor. Not sure what happened there. Ball goes back to her. She's going to drive hard, put up a left-hand shot. Doesn't go, but 2 free throws for her.
And Addison Hyatt went on the court. We had girls flying on the court on that possession.
For both teams.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Vargas decides to take it herself. And she's going to get a couple of free throws. Try and extend that 11-point lead with 2:43 left in this game. First free throw, good. Vargas now with 2 points. Her impact on the game has definitely been more than just scoring.
Her defense on Cuff has been really, she's wore just wherever she goes. It's not been a back off man-to-man. It's on you wherever you are.
Even if Cuff doesn't have the ball.
Yeah.
Right. Timeout called by Canyon View. Full timeout. We'll take it. Be right back.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit ipautah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a professional, personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they are committed to providing value beyond the project. It is their goal to create a place where people want to live, work, and enjoy life. Serving our local communities is something they are proud of, and it has been their privilege to do so for the past 40 years. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center at Snow College in Richfield. 13-point lead now for Canyon View. 2:40 left in this game. Greg Sterner and Rick Robinson. Juab with possession. Nice hard drive there and a shot up by Addison Hyatt. The shot's missed, but she's going to get a couple of free throws. So the clock stops, and you get a couple of free throws here.
Boy, these are all important at this point.
Absolutely. First free throw by Hyatt is no good. One more for her.
Doesn't mean it can't be done, but, it just makes it much more miraculous.
Yeah. Second one by Hyatt is good. Gives her 5 points. 12-point lead now for Canyon View. 44-32. 2.5 left in this one. Big pass up the court, and Maylee Spencer tracks it down. She goes down low on the left block. Nice cutting Brooklyn Davey now with 4 points.
Manti kind of proved that to me a couple of years ago in a state championship
against
game.
Emory.
Yeah, you remember that one.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah, Ava Cuff tries to drive on the baseline. She gets cut off, hands it back to Hyatt. Lovell, three-pointer, left side, not good.
Ooh,
good,
she
strong
had a
rebound.
Good look. We had a great angle looking at that.
Yeah. 14-point lead for Canyon View, and now 2 minutes remaining. Maya Nichols. And if you're Canyon View, you can try and limit possessions here. Just run some clock, but Maya Nichols decides to try and drive anyway. Just about got tied up. Davey's going to drive, and you're going to have an offensive foul called against her. Oh,
I don't know. They're going to
did he point at the other official? I thought he was pointing like an offensive foul. Nope, it's going to be a block called against Maggie Rosenbeck. So that's 5 team fouls on the Wasps. Both teams will be shooting 2 shots the rest of the way here. Minute 46 left in this one. First free throw by Davy is good. 5 points for her. Those have all come late, all off the bench. She's been a big contributor here in the second half. Second one good as well. Again, that largest lead of the game for Canyon View, 16, 48-32. They beat Juab twice this season in the regular season. They're going to make it 3 times this year.
Yeah, which is, again, it's just kind of surprising the style of matchups because Juab just today just struggling to get the ball in the hoop.
Yeah.
I'll bet their shooting percentage is not real high.
Yeah, it'll be the last game for a lot of these seniors here for the Wasps. Maya Nichols takes the inbound, now gets it to Maylee Spencer, and then a bounce pass up to Maya Nichols. She had a head of steam, but Ava Cuff steps in and takes it away. Cuff, ball gets tipped away, but she's able to corral it. Lucy Richards will put up a 3-pointer that's hard, no good. And a good box out on the perimeter by Canyon View to take that rebound.
And I tell you, Juab is still just playing really hard here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Speaking of that right there, Lucy Richards goes down to the floor to try and get a steal. It's going to be a tie-up, and it will be Juab ball. So Lucy will get the ball back for the Wasps. A lot of seniors on this Juab team. You have Ava Cuff, Addison Hyatt, Emmy Lovell, Lucy Richards, all seniors going to be playing in their last game for the Wasps here. Lovell, just speaking of her, she drives in. That right-hand shot is off the glass, no good. Rosenbeck's follow is no good as well, but she's going to get a couple of free throws.
I tell you, Rosenbeck's done a lot of nice things today. Like that time, knifed in. It looked like a sure rebound for Canyon View.
Yeah.
And one of the interesting things to me is I'm sure Juab's going to dominate the rebounding in this game. And generally, when you do that, you win games.
Yeah. Just couldn't capitalize on any of them.
That's
you know.
That's the difference.
Yeah, really is. Rosenbeck's first free throw is good. Gives her 4 points. Looking for 5 here. 15-point lead for Canyon View with a minute left. Second one, no good. And a rebound is going to be taken away by Lucy Richards. She tries to go block-to-block pass to Hyatt. Now outside Lovell, 3-pointer. Got that one to go. Emmy Lovell now with 7 points. Timeout's going to be called by Juab. Full timeout. We'll take it. Be right back.
Live high school sports action on Centracom.
Dale Whitlock of Security Insurance is the type of agent that makes a difference by offering United Insurance. Based in Utah, United Underwriters Insurance understands the risks, weather, and conditions that you experience. Call Security Insurance 435-623-2590.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here at the Sevier Valley Center at Snow College in Richfield. 48-36. Canyon View with a 12-point lead over the Juab Wasps. 51 seconds left. Canyon View with possession. Inbounding. They're going to do a baseball pass up the court. You're going to have a foul called. Who's that going to go against?
Yeah, both you and I were watching. You saw what they called.
Yeah, Addison Hyatt. And where that's the 5th team foul, it's going to be shooting for Canyon View.
Just kind of had a hold of him. They were trying to throw the baseball pass and not letting them throw it.
Yeah. Kinsley Brindley will step to the free throw line. She's just in the game for her first minutes. That one's short, no good.
Well, I said they weren't letting them throw it. They let them throw the pass. They just weren't letting the player
run. Yeah, to go catch it.
Yeah. So I want to correct that.
Yeah. Second one, no good as well. Going to fight for the rebound. Going to be knocked out of bounds off of Lucy Richards. Still be Canyon View ball. And coming into the game for the Wasps, 4 subs. See a lot of these seniors come out of the game for Juab. God, that's hard sometimes, man. You've had kids play. Only one team celebrates like they want to, Rick.
Yeah, that's why the last day's my least favorite day of a state tournament.
Yep.
Because you ought to feel good about it, but still only one team's really happy.
Yep. Dribbling on the outside, and now you're going to have another foul called against Juab. It'll be 2 more free throws for Canyon View. That'll go against Maggie Rosenbeck, her 4th. Number 30, Erin Hallows at the free throw line.
And you have a senior in high school.
I do.
You're getting into track. He's really good in track,
He's
too.
a good track runner.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right, Rick. I appreciate that.
Be fun.
Yep, we got to go all the way to the end of the football season with him, all the way to that championship game, Manti and Richfield. Erin Hallows knocks down the second free throw. And Ashlyn Wright comes up the court with it for Juab. Now to Maggie Rosenbeck. Outside to Harmon. Harmon, nice little spin move there in the lane. She gets 2 to go.
Boy, that was pretty. That's what Juab needed, shots like that. Spin move. And
A lot earlier than this, right? Yeah, they needed that earlier. Yep.
It just happens. I mean, at any level.
Yeah.
Look at the Jazz last night. I mean, that describes it well.
That's a good point, yeah. So Canyon View will play tomorrow against the winner of Summit Academy and
Judge Memorial.
Judge, that's right. 3-pointer on the left side up by Juab is no good. 5 seconds, rebound by Canyon View. And that's going to be your final score, 49-38. Canyon View with the 11-point victory over the Juab Wasps. We're going to take one break here, come back on a quick Sunrise Engineering postgame show. We'll run down some of these stats from Brad James, and then we'll get it started for the pregame show of the next game.
You never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents. Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Grow everything better with Azomite mineral products. Azomite is used internationally as a soil additive and organic fertilizer for lawns, gardens, and field crops in more than 50 countries around the world. Their feed